Safri, your MC for today's Ramadan sharing. To begin our program, this blessing from Allah, let's read Surah Al-Fatiha. Amin, Amin, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Before we start our program, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our honorable speaker, Professor Rafiqul Islam from the Department of Business Administration, our special guest for today's sharing. Without further ado, I would like to invite Professor Rafiqul Islam to begin his sharing for today's with the title, Becoming Good Muslim. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Can I sit? Yes. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. As-salatu was-salam ala ashrafil anbiya al-mursalin wa ala alihi ashabihi ajma'in. First of all, I would like to thank the coordinator for this program for choosing me to share some ideas. But I think that there were many great scholars in the Kuliya level, but I don't know why they chose me. Anyway, since I agreed to share, I have to. So the topic of my words is that becoming good Muslims. And of course, there are many qualities a Muslim should have. Many, and I have compiled some of them, which I think the most important. So the number one is that a Muslim cannot have ego. You know the meaning of ego? That Iblis, we know that Iblis became Shaitan for what? Just because of ego. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned here in Surah Al-Araf, verse number 11, which I read. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَاكُمْ ثُمَّ صَوَّرْنَاكُمْ ثُمَّ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ لَمْ يَكُنْ مِنَ السَّاجِدِينَ. The meaning, and we created you, then fashioned you, then we said to the angels, prostrate before Adam alayhi salam. So they all prostrated except Iblis. He did not join the prostrate, meaning the people who prostrated. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned in the following verse, Surah Al-Araf, verse number 12. قَالَ مَا مَنَعَكَ أَلَّا تَسْجُدَ إِذْ أَمَرْتُكَ قَالَ أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْهُ. That's the issue. أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْهُ. When I am better than him. خَلَقْتَنِي مِنْ نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِنْ طِينٍ. Meaning, what stopped you from prostrating when I ordered you? What prevented you to prostrate Adam alayhi salam? When I ordered you, he said, in Iblis, he said, I am better than him. I am better than him. You have created me from fire and he is created from clay and soil. So here the crux of the issue is I am better than him. That's the issue. So we should be humble at all times. We should be humble at all times. Allah's Rasul has said that those who have ego, vanity in mind, he or she will not go to Jannah. It's the hadith. It's a very important, very famous hadith. So we should be humble at all time. And we know that we may not have some real example I give that how ego can be avoided. Many times we have trouble with some people. In life it happens. We don't want, but it happens. Troubles with someone. And then what we say? Oh, I will never talk to you. I will not call you. That's the situation we have to act. What we have to act? We have to call the person first to shatter the ego. So that's the situation. I'm giving just one example that we have to call. I have to call him first. Whatever be the situation. If I call first, then I am good. I am a good Muslim. Right? But it is easier said than done. But we have to do it. We have to try. Now the opposite of ego is humility. So people love those who are humble. So the humble people, they always talk nicely. When I was about to start driving of my car and my daughter was with me and I was not happy due to something with her. So I say to her, then immediately she said, can't you talk nicely? Can't you talk nicely? That means she's saying, I will talk nicely. So people don't like if we don't talk nicely. So we should be always, the Muslims, we should be always talking nicely with people. And we should not be also boasting our achievements. If you are great, you don't have to tell, I am great. People will know that you are great. So that's another situation that we have to be humble. That's the teaching of Islam. So number one. Number two, help others. The first point is ego. We should not have ego. Second point is that helping others. You know, we all want to become happy in our life. And how happiness can be acquired? By giving others, by helping others, not taking from them. Helping hand is better than receiving hand. So we should be also doing that. And I would like to share one small story here, that there was a farmer who was very poor. He had wife, and wife had long hair. They don't have even comb, C-O-M-B, comb, to comb the hair. So the wife asked the husband, please buy one comb for me because I have long hair. Then the husband said, I don't have money. You know that we are so poor. I don't have money to buy a comb for. Then what the wife can say? Cannot say anything. Then he also said that, you see, I have my watch, but the strap has been broken, torn, and I don't have money. So how can I buy comb for you? So then he left the house. But later on he thought himself, what kind of person I am? My wife asked a little comb and that also I cannot give her. So he sold his watch. He sold his watch and then bought a very nice comb. And then he came back to house and he found that the wife cut the hair. Wife cut the hair, long hair. So then he said to his wife, you told me to buy a comb and I have purchased a comb for you, but why is your hair? Then the wife said, you told that you your watch, so I have cut my hair and I have purchased a strap for you. So this is the story. So what lesson we can have? There are many lessons I can share with you, many lessons. One of the lessons is the happiness come through giving others. So the wife wanted to give something to be happy. Husband also wanted to give something to make the family happy. So we should help each other. Even you know Surah Maun is just that, small help. That also we cannot do sometime. So we should be remembering this. Number 3, thanks. Means when we, before that I would like to share one book, very good book, you all know, don't be sad. You read the book, written by Ayad al-Karni. Don't be sad, it's a very famous book. And one of the things which has mentioned that don't expect thanks. When? When we help others, we expect thanks. But the person may not give thanks to you. There are people in this world not grateful. I'm sorry to say that. We have seen, I am now quite old now. So I know that. There are people whom you help, many of them will thank you, many of them may not thank you. Don't mind, never mind. If they give thanks, very good. If they don't give thanks, never mind. So, but if you are expecting thanks and when you don't get thanks, then you will be sad. So to avoid this, don't expect thanks. And it is also, I think it is also in the line of Quran, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. I will just read to save time, the English. This is Surah Al-Insan, verse number 8 and 9. The meaning is that they give food, people, they give food despite their love for it to the needy and the orphan and the captive. Then the next verse, very meaningful for us. We feed you only for the sake of Allah. We feed you only for the sake of Allah. We have no intention of receiving either a return from you or thanks. This is the habit, nature was the companions of the Prophet. So we should be helping each other just to get the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whether they give thanks or they don't give thanks, does not matter. It's not a big deal. I am helping others just to get pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that should be the spirit of us. Then number 4, before making decisions, we should consult others. This is the decision making from Islamic perspective. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, he said that I have not seen anyone who is seeking more consultation from others than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself. And we know who was the Prophet. He was the Prophet. He was guided directly by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows many things, but still he is the person who used to seek consultation from his fellow companions. And you know the Battle of Khandak, whose idea was that it's not from Prophet himself. It was Salman al-Farsi radiallahu anhu. And he implemented this. So we should be, this is a good habit for a good Muslim, that we should be consulting each other for our parents, from our brothers, sisters, relatives, friends, anything, we should consult others. And we always get better idea and we can implement this. And inshallah there will be barakah if we do that. Number 5, spend time with family members. I believe that this is very important. You are all now, most of you are students. Inshallah you will be entering your family life. Don't neglect your family. You know, there is one short story that father used to return from the office very late every day, and there was a little boy in the house. And then he one day asked, Dad, how much you get per hour? Dad says, what is your business in asking all this question? So they tell me how much you earn for 1 hour. Then the dad said, okay, 15 ringgit. So then the boy ran to his room and then he put his hand under the pillow and he got some money and he said, Dad, this is the 15 ringgit for you. Make sure that tomorrow you come because I have purchased 1 hour. So this is the important lesson. We all want to make happy life. So we have to have the bondage. The family bondage is very important. So what we can do, we can sit every day, may not be every day, maybe 2-3 days per week, and discuss Quran, Hadith, discuss family matters. How are you doing? So that will make a lovely family. So we should be always making the family lovely and lively. Number 6, respect everyone. I have realized one thing that in life, there are two common things which you all need. Number one is rizq. We all need. We all need rizq, good rizq, honorable rizq. And second thing common which we need across all kinds of people in the world, all kinds of people, that is honor. That is honor. Whoever I need honor, whoever I am. And when I don't get this honor, then I become sad. I share my little experience. When I was a student, I was doing my PhD in Indian Institute of Technology, IIT. Then there was some Palestinian students, and they used to have their own. They used not in the hostel. They have their own rented room, and they had one auntie to cook there for their food. And the leader of this Palestinian group, there are 4 or 5 students, name was Musa. So auntie used to love Musa very much. Musa also used to love auntie very much. But when Musa left the institution, maybe he forgot to inform the auntie that, auntie, I am leaving to my country. He forgot. But auntie came to know that Musa has left. And then auntie told us, I used to visit them often. Musa left, but he did not even tell me. Just like in this tone. He left, but he did not even tell me. So her feelings was hurt, pained. It's a very painful feeling. So, respect. Everyone expects respect. So we should be respecting each other. And sometimes we may not like someone, so don't argue. Don't argue. Just leave. If you cannot respect, don't argue. Just leave the matter. Just leave it. No problem. Number 7, have appetite with learning. We have to learn from the cradle to the grave. So learning is never ending. As a good Muslim, we should always learning. There are so many things to learn. So we should be attending workshops, seminars. Our iman also goes up and down. I realize that my iman goes, but when I attend some Islamic gathering talk, suddenly my iman goes high. I feel so encouraged. I feel so spirited. So it should be like we should be doing that. We should be learning new things and trying to implement in our life. Number 8, I have 10 points. Number 8, read Quranic few verses every day with meaning. Brothers, sisters, this I do from, in my case, from 1988. Today is 2023. From 1988, I do this. Every day, I will not say every day, sometimes I cannot do, but most of the days I will say few verses. Earlier, I used to read translation, but now I'm trying my best without looking the translation. Can I understand the meaning of the verse? Then I have to know the Arabic language. And I'm trying to learn Arabic language. So this is very important, brothers and sisters. Reading a few verses with meaning every day. And not only reading, thinking about this and implementing and then propagating to others this message. So that is the thing we should be doing. And of course, we have to read the Quran completely at least once with many meaning definitely and preferably with tafsir. Then we will know the complete spectrum of the Quranic verses. Number 9, this one is, I will say that when we finish prayer, we have very common dua. That is, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Ya Allah, give us good things in this life and good things in the life hereafter. So we need to excel in both words. we have to be also, we have to be, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Fawzul Azim, if we get Jannah, Fawzul Azim, but that does not negate that we should not be also excelling in this world. So we should be also excelling in this world. That means we should have a vision, we should have a goal. We can be a professor, we can be accountant, great economist, nothing wrong. And we should be trying for that. We should be trying our best. We should be working very hard to become great professor, great accountant, great economist, whatever. So we should choose accordingly as per our liking, as per our passion, and we should be trying to reach that particular goal with hard work, sincerity, devotion, and so on. And Allah will help us, inshallah. And the final point is number 10, that is always remember that Allah is with us. And Allah is watching us all the time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned here Surah Al-Hadid, verse number 4. This is a part of verse number 4. وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ. He is with you. أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. Wherever you are. أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. Wherever you are. Allah is with us. And Allah is watching. So, brothers and sisters, we should always remember that Allah is with us. And in this world, we know that not every day will go well. There are some days which will come that could be very difficult. And inshallah, we have to excel. That means we have to be steadfast, we have to be patient. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has also mentioned in Surah Al-Imran, verse number 142, that is my last verse, which I recite. Am hasibtum an tadkhulul jannata wa lamma ya'lama billahu allazina jahadu minkum wa ya'lama as-sabirin. Have you thought that you will enter Jannah until I have tested you from you who has made jihad and who has been sabirin, means patient. That means when we talk about patience, when time is difficult, then we talk about patience. That means, according to this verse, that calamity, difficult time is bound to come. And sometimes it comes to test us. Allah will test us. Am hasibtum an tadkhulul jannata walamma ya'lamillahu lazina jahadu minkum wa ya'lamu as-sabirin. So, brothers, sisters, patience is a very important quality of Allah. A Muslim, a mu'min, is a great quality. So we have to be patient. Whatever situation comes in our life, inshallah, Allah will help us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has also said that Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu sta'inu bis sabri was salah. So whatever be the situation in our life, two things, that salah and patience, and inshallah Allah will help us. So with this I finish. May Allah guide us in the rightmost path. May Allah make us stick fast in the rightmost path. May Allah bless all of us, and may Allah give us tawfiq to become good Muslim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Prof. Rafiqul Islam, for the wonderful and inspiring sharing for today's topic. I hope that the sharing for today can enhance our best qualities in becoming a good Muslim, just like what our honorable speakers mentioned just now, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, believe it or not, we are already at the end of our session. Before that, we apologize for the delay at the start of the program due to some technical issues. For students attending today's session, the QR attendance form is provided in front of Masjidul Hall and also in KNMS YouTube live chat box. Do fill in the form and sign your attendance, as star points will be given for those who participate in today's sessions. I would like to close this wonderful sharing with a famous quote from Imam Malik, which is, knowledge does not come, but you have to go for it. Thank you to all participants who are joining today's session. Let's end today's Ramadan sharing with Tasbih Kifarah dan Suratul Asr. Alhamdulillah, let's prepare for Zuhur congregational prayer.